we could figure out how to deal with this algorithm, we wouldn't have to do all this nonsense. But you know, content isn't enough anymore. Going to talk to myself. Is my hair pink now? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing my top 6 tips for mom Instagrammers. So if you are new around here, hello, my name is Nicole. I am a working mom of a little boy who is almost 2. His name is Colton. I'm also on the side a YouTuber and Instagram influencer. I also have like a Twitter and a Facebook, but we're not talking about those today. So I am here today to share with you my top tips for how to grow on Instagram. Today's video is the first video in my Mompreneur series. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all different tips of how to work online or how to start your own business, and some of the tricks that I've used to grow my YouTube channel and my Instagram in the last year. But of course, all these tips can be used for everyone, not just moms. Okay, so my first tip is hashtags, and I know that sounds really broad, and I'm sure that you've seen that and heard that in other tips, but I want to kind of hone in on what that means. So on Instagram, you can use up to 30 hashtags, and you should always use as many as you possibly can. I know sometimes it's hard to come up with hashtags to use. You don't want to use ones that aren't relevant, so sometimes you might only use 20. I know that I've been guilty of that, but you do want to use all 30 hashtags that Instagram is allowing you. One tip that I love for hashtags is not using super huge hashtags. So that means hashtags that people are using all the time. That's really easy to check. You can go on Instagram and just type in a hashtag. So something really ridiculous like, I don't know, food, let's just say you take a picture of like, I don't know, your like rice and chicken that you had for lunch. Instead of hashtagging food, you're gonna have to get a little more creative and do like rice and chicken or a meal prep or something like that. But to find out if a hashtag is overly used, all you do is go into Instagram and type it in the search bar, and you can write in like, let's say food, and I'm sure like a million results are going to come up. So I like to use hashtags that have under a million. Once in a while I'll throw something in just to like see how it does, but honestly it's not really worth it. So if I just put in food into Instagram, there's literally, and you guys can't see it I don't think, there's literally 330 million people using the tag food. Don't use the tag food. You're gonna get lost in the little like search, whatever this is called, like where the thing comes up. So you can actually go to recent. Normally what comes up when you search is top, but you can go to recent and it's going to show you the most recent pictures that have been tagged in that. That's going to be changing constantly on a tag that has 330 million tags. That's outrageous. Do not use those tags. You're just wasting a tag. You might as well just leave it blank, honestly, because you're just wasting it. So a rule for me is sometimes I'll throw in like 1 or 2 hashtags that have like maybe a million-ish tags, uses, whatever. But other than that, I try to stay under the million, and really I try to stay around like 500,000, and I try to throw in like lower ones also, maybe around like 100,000, 50,000, as long as they're active hashtags. So an easy way to find hashtags is honestly just look at your picture. So say I'm posting a picture of my son Colton and he's, I don't know, eating a brownie, let's say. I'm going to start searching tags that make sense with what's going on in the picture. So say he's sitting there and he's all a mess and he is wearing, I don't know, a blue shirt or something. I'm not gonna tag like toddler in a blue shirt. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like no one's searching that. But I could put in something like toddler meal ideas or toddler snacks ideas or toddler life. I don't know the actual like search results for those, but that would be the type of things that I would use if I was tagging a picture of him eating a brownie. So my next tip is telling a story with your caption. So you don't want to just like throw up a picture and just let it like live there. Most likely, unless you're like Kim Kardashian, people are just gonna be like, what is the point of this? I try to always tell a story with my caption, what's going on in the picture. So let's go back to, we're just gonna run with this Colton eating a brownie. So let's say Colton is sitting and eating a brownie, but what was actually going on was he was having a total flip out, and the only way I could get him to calm down was giving him a snack. I'm gonna tell that story. I'm gonna share that with my mom friends and say like, you know what, it's okay that if you're struggling, you can give your kid a brownie to make him stop screaming, because sometimes you need a break. You just need a freaking break. So you always want to like share something. I'm not just gonna like throw up this picture of him eating a brownie and being like, yum, brownies. Maybe we made the brownies. I can share how I had Colton, you know, stand up on a chair at the counter and help me stir or help me add in the ingredients, or how he liked to touch the flour or whatever. I don't even know how you make brownies, but like there should always be a story with what you're sharing. Maybe you're a travel blogger and you're gonna share like how your experience was on the plane with your kids, or how your experience at the hotel was with your kids. You should always be trying to tell a story, trying to share something or teach something, or show, if you're a mom, that's kind of, this is what this is geared to. Like maybe you're sharing like, you know, there's always a struggle. Nothing is always as simple and easy as it looks on Instagram. That's what I like to do, is kind of share my mom struggles. So you should always just try and share a story on your Instagram. And off of that, you should also be trying to use a call to action. So let's say, go back to the brownie story. I'm like, okay, Colton had a freak out. He is now eating this brownie because it's the only way to get him to calm down. And I could say like, give me a like if you've ever had to bribe your kids, like something like that. Or, you know, leave a comment down below letting me know like how you get your kids to stop freaking out, something like that. You should always have a call to action so that your subscribers or followers know what you want them to do when they read that caption and look at your picture. If you just kind of throw it up there and leave your story there, they might not comment, they might not even like. If they're just scrolling, they don't really know what you're looking for them to do. Maybe you are putting that picture up, but you also filmed it for your vlog. You could say, you know, check out my vlog, link in my bio. I share like how we made these brownies, or I share like our struggles with like toddler tantrums or something like that. You should always have a call to action so that your subscribers or followers know what you're looking for them to do. Okay, so one of my favorite ways to engage with my followers is stories. So that's my third tip, is share and engage on your stories. So I just find it easier because it doesn't have to be like as perfect and curated as my feed. I like to post on my stories a lot, mostly on the weekends because I am a working mom. I work Monday to Friday, so I'm pretty busy. We try to do like a couple stories during the night or the evening. So if like we're having dinner, I'll just share what we're having for dinner, or if we go to the mall or something, I'll share like, oh, we're shopping at H&M or whatever. But on the weekends, I like to sit down and maybe do a couple slides or stories of like what we're doing that day, or a struggle that I had that day, or you know, how we're making our lunch or whatever. It's a really easy way to engage and not have to have this like perfect feed that you have on your Instagram. It's a really easy way to ask questions of your followers. So say like you're sitting down to make some videos and you want some extra video ideas, you know, you can throw up one of those little question boxes and say like, does anyone have any requests or suggestions for videos? I'm filming videos today. What do you guys want to see? Stories are also a fun way to share like funny posts that you see. So if you're on like somebody's Instagram and you see something really funny, or like a funny meme, you can share it to your posts, and that's a good way to engage. Maybe someone will message you and say like, haha, that was really funny, or like, oh my god, that was so me today. That's a really fun way to get engaged with your followers, because when they're getting engaged with you, that means they're going to be like, oh, okay, like I sent this message, that's really funny, I'm going to go check out their posts now. And speaking of posts, anytime that you post a new post on your Instagram feed, you can also share that to your stories to let your followers know that you have a new post. So if you go to the actual picture, there's like a little like paper airplane, it kind of looks like. You can click on that and you can share it right to your post, and either just share it automatically, or you can write like a little note saying like, hey, new post, or hey, come like check out like this new story, or hey, there's a new recipe on my page, or whatever you're sharing. You can let them know that it's over there on your page. My fourth tip is actually engaging with people. So this is kind of a two-parter. There's two ways to engage with people. Well, there's more than two ways to engage with people on Instagram, but my two favorite ways of engaging with people on Instagram is, one, if they comment on your content, be sure to answer them. Like, no one is too big to at least be trying to answer everyone. Obviously, like, Kylie Jenner can't answer every single comment she ever gets, even though like most of them are like spam anyways. She doesn't have time to sit there and like read through like 50,000 comments, like obviously. But even if you're getting like 100 comments on your pictures, you should be able to at least give it a like and like a heart, or a like and a thank you, or whatnot. But ultimately what you really want to do is have a conversation. So ask a question in your comment to someone. So say so-and-so says, yeah, we love making brownies at our house. You could be like, wow, do you have a secret recipe? In hopes that they're going to comment again, and now you have another comment on your picture, and that just shows that you have a better engagement rate. This also goes for commenting on other people's photos. So say you're following someone and they post something, you're gonna go on theirs and leave an engaging comment. Don't just go on there and say, oh my god, I love this, unless like that makes sense to the picture. But in most cases it doesn't. You have to leave an engaging comment. So basically, if someone came onto mine and they saw this picture of Colton eating a brownie, and someone was like, oh my god, he's so cute, like, I'm gonna say thank you back because like, thank you. But a nicer comment or a more like engaging comment would be like, oh my god, he's so cute, like, where did you get his shirt? Or, oh my god, he's so cute, can you share the recipe for the brownies? Like something like that, that an actually engaging comment. And that makes the other person, when you go to theirs and comment, engage back with you, and maybe people will see that they've engaged with you and check out your profile. Or maybe the person that you commented on might check out your profile in hopes that you're going to get more subscribers, more followers, more likes, so on and so forth. It's like a running little thing of like, hopefully people just come to your profile. My 5th tip is be consistent. And I know that everyone always says this, and I know that it's hard. It's very hard, especially as a mom who works outside of the home. I'm not home all day long to take pictures, and I'm not with Colton a lot during like every day that we can take pictures. So I try to use as much as of an opportunity to take pictures. So say Colton's in a bath and I, you know, need to take a picture for a brand, or a brand sent me something that I want to take a picture of for them. I kind of like prop it up on the bath if it's a bath product, and take the picture that way. I try to like kill two birds with one stone. So he's taking a bath, I'm also getting my photography done. Same with like if a brand sent me like a cup, I give it to Colton at dinner, and while he's eating dinner, I snap the picture of him using it. I don't have the luxury usually of having the time of doing like a full setup shoot unless it's something really particular or specific that I need to take a picture of. I just try to take pictures in the moment. So I don't do a lot of brand deals. So I even just try to take pictures like when we're out at places, like, oh, this is like kind of a cute shot. Like one I posted the other day, we were at like a greenhouse. So Colton was in the cart and I was pushing the cart, and I had my sister take a picture of us with like a bunch of succulents behind us. The picture turned out really cute, and it was an easy way to post something that day onto Instagram. So what I try to do, and it doesn't always happen, but I try to post once a day around the same time every day. And if you have a business account, you can go into like your analytics, or I can't remember what it's actually called, stats or something on Instagram, and you can kind of try and figure out when the best time of day to post is. So for me, because I'm a mom and I'm kind of marketing to moms, I find that it's actually better for me to post later in the day because their kids have gone to bed and they're probably sitting and watching TV and like scrolling through Instagram. I just find that that's a better time to post. Once in a while I'll post really early in the morning in hopes that I'll get like the moms, maybe they took their kids to school and they're stay-at-home moms, and now they've come home and like they've taken their older kids to school and they have like the younger ones at home with them, and maybe like their baby's taking a nap or something, and they're kind of scrolling through Instagram in hopes that I'll kind of catch those ladies. So you kind of have to like hone in on the best time to post for your audience. It's not really like something that can be like told to you when the best time is, because it's different for everyone. So my last tip is tagging. So it's kind of a couple different things that I use here. So let's say we're just gonna keep rolling with this brownie post. So let's say I post this picture of Colton where eating this brownie, and I didn't make the brownies from scratch, so they were like a boxed mix. So I'm gonna tag the company that sells the box mix. So it's probably like Betty Crocker or whatever. I'm gonna tag Betty Crocker on his brownie. Let's say he's wearing like a Carter's shirt. I'm gonna tag Carter's on his shirt. Let's say, I don't know, you can see his shoes and he's wearing like Nikes. I'm gonna tag his little Nike shoes. And let's say like the plate is from, I don't know who makes plates, like Boone or Skip Hop or something. I'm gonna tag them on there. I wasn't paid to tag them. I just genuinely enjoy the product that I'm using or eating or wearing or whatever, and in hopes that maybe someday they'll notice that I tagged them in the picture. But that's not the only reason. So if you are well versed in Instagram, you know that on the side of your profile, there's a place where people can see what kind of pictures you've been tagged in. So occasionally, I know I do, I'll kind of like flip through the pictures that brands have been tagged in to see like, oh, I want to get this diaper bag, let's say. I kind of scroll through the tag pictures to see if there's like other moms that have reviewed it, or I can see a picture of like maybe someone wearing the backpack to see how big it looks on a girl, or I don't know, maybe a toy that I've been thinking of getting Colton. I want to see like if anyone's tagged them of like their kids using it. I use that feature a lot to almost use it as like a review, like an Amazon review. I just use Instagram kind of to see the products in like real life in action, to see if people are actually enjoying them. So that's another way for people to see your content. They could be looking, you know, oh, did this girl, or has anyone like, I don't know, bought these shoes, and they're like scrolling through Nike just quickly to see if like some little kid is wearing the shoes they want to get their kids, and there's your picture. And they might click on your picture and be like, oh wow, this like is a really nice picture, and maybe I should like check out their profile, and maybe they'll follow you if they like your content. So this also goes for locations. So recently I've kind of started getting into local travel. So I've been sharing some fun places around the city that we live in. And I've been tagging the places that we've been visiting. So whether it's like a restaurant, or, you know, a park, or some kind of business or whatever, I'm like tagging an area in our city. There's two ways to do this. I tag them in like the location up at the top. So I always tag every picture I put up, even if I'm like at home, I always tag the city that I'm in. Unless I'm somewhere specific, so say I'm at like, I don't know, Lowe's, I'll tag like Lowe's as the location. Or I'm at the whatever park, I'll tag the park that I'm at, so that possibly people are looking through the location tag and they can see like, oh, like this person went there, and like whatever. People are always like searching weird things in like random ways on Instagram. That's just another way for you to be found, is just tagging things. And also, if say you've gone to a restaurant and you posted a picture of your plate, you can also, if the restaurant or business has their own Instagram, you can tag them like in the picture, being like, hey, like I came to your restaurant. Maybe they'll like it, maybe they'll share it on their stories or on their feed. They might ask you like, oh hey, can we share this on our feed? So there's like a bajillion different ways of people to find you via tags. This also goes for your actual physical picture. So say, I don't know, you have a friend who's also an influencer, and you guys met up and you took a picture of like you and all your kids together. Tag her in there, you know, say like, hey, we met up today. Like obviously you're telling a story with your picture, but tag her in there, because vice versa, she's probably going to tag you. You might get found by her followers, she might get found by your followers. So you always want to be like helping yourself and other people out with tags and being found. So those are my top 6 Instagram tips. Obviously this is like really broad and just kind of the beginning of how to get followers and likes and engagement on your Instagram. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. As I said, I'm working on a series of videos regarding like online businesses and influencer whatnot for moms. So I'm gonna have more and more videos like this one coming out soon. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with them. There's also a little bell that you can hit that'll give you a notification every time I upload. If you guys have any more Instagram tips that you would like to share, be sure to leave them down below in the comments, and I'm sure everyone would love reading them. We're always looking for a little help on Instagram because that algorithm is a bitch. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.